Alright guys, so I'm going to make this video. I thought I had everything all figured out for the brakes on this thing. So basically I've done a bunch of different crowns now. I did JZS175, a JZS171, and now this is a four-wheel drive JZS179. So I basically found that RAV4, like 2002 RAV4 rotors, looked like they were going to work for everything. I put them on a 1JZ VVTi JZS171, not an Athlete V, and that seemed to work. Also, I wasn't able to find brake pads for the 1J one because they were like small, very small pads. And the RAV4 rotors worked fine, but when I went to go put them on this car, I thought everything looked like it was gonna work until right now when I got these pads. The pads actually are the same as an SC300 and an LS400 Lexus, as well as I forget the other ones, but anyways, they're bigger than the four-wheel drive one. Has like the bigger size pad basically. I don't believe it's actually the same as an IS300 if I'm not mistaken. I believe they are different. So, you know, so they're not the same as like a Athlete V. They're just a different shape. They're about the same size, but I believe these are different. Anyways, so when I went to go finish this up, what I noticed was the rotor is contacting the clip here. So when you rotate this, and you can kind of see there, it's rubbing, and you can see some witness marks there for me spinning it because I don't know what the fuck to do now. It's got a little tiny air gap there, but the clip has to clip in right there. So the only thing I could do would be to fucking machine this bracket down, or machine the rotor down, or find another rotor that works, or just order them from Japan. But Japan, it costs fucking $300 for rotors to get them shipped here, including the price of a rotor. So I don't know. All right, everyone, update. Just about to finalize everything, but I finally figured it out. Show you guys real quick. So this is a straight edge, just to kind of demonstrate here. So this is off of the JZS179 front rotor that I was having trouble with because I was using a 2002-ish RAV4 front rotor before, which is what's in that box, which is what I used on the JZS171, and also I believe I used it on the JZS175, which is the 2J direct injected one. We had a Athlete G that also worked for. Now this rotor is from that, so I ended up finding out through just going through different measurements on Rock Auto that I just basically was trying different models, and actually I had ChatGPT kind of throwing some suggestions out, and it actually suggested a Prius V, which I started looking at different years that it kind of gave me a ballpark, and a 2012 Prius V front rotor, the 275 millimeter one, is the fucking same. I mean, it's so slightly off, like it's like 1 mil off. So I really think it's gonna work. Everything, the bolt pattern's good. I ended up getting it locally instead of Rock Auto, just because if it was wrong, I just really didn't have to deal with returning it to Rock Auto. So paid more for these. They were like 80 bucks each. But they're coated. They're pretty nice, but you can definitely just go on Rock Auto and get a set of Prius rotors for like, I don't even know. It's probably like 30 bucks. But I mean, I'd probably get some nice coated ones, so you probably end up spending 50, probably spend half of what I got. But anyways, I just wanted to get this over with. As you can see, everything fits good. I'm about to put the bracket on and I'll check back in with you guys. All right, guys. Well, just ran over to Home Depot. Figured I'd show you what I grabbed. So I got basically 3 sets of washers. I figured 10 bucks. They're slightly different thicknesses. This one, this is by memory. This is just over 2 millimeters. This one's, I think, just under 2 millimeters. And then this one is actually just about 1. And they're fat. So I was thinking maybe that would be good with the surface area. But I got to see how they look on the car. So I'm about to try that now. All right, everyone. Success. So these are 1 millimeter. They're just, I think they're just a little bit too thin. 1 mil would be fine if you wanted to use 1 mil. That would be fine. Depending on what rotor it might be, like what brand you get, I'm sure there are variants a little bit. What does seem to work is not the fender washer, but it's this one. They're from Home Depot. It says AMC, and then they're 62-cent seats. They're 1/2 inch stainless. They're pretty wide, so they fit nicely. You'll see here. You can see they've got a nice surface area to pinch down. It's literally, they are 1.8 millimeters thick. So you can see the space between the edge of this clip in there is like maybe 2 mil, and then on this side's maybe 1.5. So to get it positioned, depending on what rotor you guys have, you might need to use like a 1 millimeter washer or a 3. You can use a 1/2 inch, or you metric people can use a M12 or something like that. And again, these are SC300, SC400, and LS400 pads. I think, as well as there's like Camry. I think they're SXV20. It's like a 2.2 liter Camry. I think has the same pads. And these are different than the regular JZS171 and the 175s, which are here, I think. The 171 might be different than the 175. I honestly forget what I had to do there, but I think this might be the part number. Just double check me. I bought these on Partsouq. They weren't that expensive. I got them within a week or so. They're made by Hitachi. I just wanted to get a Japanese brand, so I didn't have to pay a bunch of money. And yeah, this is the part number. And yeah, this is about the size of them. So you can see the thickness is about the same, but the width is much smaller. And even though these are single piston, they're just like a big piston. Must be for the 4-wheel drive. I'm not sure. Everything's slightly different, which I didn't really understand, so I'm gonna try and spread the knowledge. So hope this helps you guys, and if you have questions, shoot me a message. All right, time for a test drive. Everything worked out good so far. Just put the new wheels on. These are, I don't even know what year Avalon wheels, but I was concerned they may not fit, but they look like they fit. So I'm gonna go for a little cruise, test the brakes a little bit, and yeah, pretty happy with everything. So I'll probably be posting this video soon. Probably put it on YouTube as well for anyone who needs help with this, because it was not easy. Not as easy as I thought it was going to be. But all right, here we go.